Wicked Twister is a dangling coaster, which means that you're sitting in a chair with your legs dangling freely beneath you instead of being in a completely enclosed coaster car. So not only is the Wicked Twister a dangler, it's supposedly the tallest and fastest dangling coaster in the world. It's not long like some of the coasters we've got on this list, but it is pretty terrifying. Powered by electromagnetics that send pulses of energy into the coaster, it flings riders up a long twisting spike, which then allows them to fall back down again and then go back up a second spike backwards. So yeah, expect to pee your pants.
All of a sudden it's just like, boom, you're off. You go up and you're like, whoa, what just happened?
What just happened is linear induction. A long chain of electromagnets laid along the track fire energy in rapid succession, pulling and pushing the coaster down the rails, quickly building speed with every push-pull combination.
The Ultra Twister is a coaster from Spa Land in Nagashima, Japan, and if you ride it, be prepared to get dizzy. This coaster goes backwards and forwards through a chain of never-ending spins. The ride moves at a total of 44 miles per hour and only lasts around a minute and 20 seconds. But in that time, riders are flung through 3 complete inversions, 2 of which are experienced backwards after a 90-degree vertical climb and an 86-degree drop. So to put that into basic terms, you're gonna get really dizzy really quickly. The Slingshot is another Cedar Point ride. Galactica at Alton Towers in the UK was originally another ride called Air. Now Air was nothing really special. It was a fling coaster that had 2 inversions and traveled at the pretty slow speed of 47 miles per hour. And this ride is no different in terms of those specs. What changed was the addition of virtual reality. Everyone's been raving about how VR would revolutionize gaming, when in truth one of the best uses for the headsets has been on Galactica. Riders are transported through space itself via Samsung Gear VR headset passing by sites such as Jupiter and the Kuiper Belt. That's so freaking awesome, man.
Sanity Ride is the 3rd highest thrill ride in the whole entire world. Now, the ride basically dangles riders over the edge of the tower and makes the occupants feel as though they're about to fall off. However, it does stop just in time, just to maximize the fear level of the riders. So, if you are afraid of heights, then maybe give this ride a skip.
So I guess roller coasters itself aren't scary enough. They had to add in the whole serial killer aspect to it just to make it that much worse. The Saw ride can be found at Thorpe Park in the UK and is actually one of the coolest rides I've seen for a while. From the incredibly well-themed waiting line that leads up to the ride all the way to the theming of the ride itself, Saw the ride just screams cool. Riders start off going through a dark tunnel filled with a couple of dips and plenty of props before being forced through a slow inversion leading up to a chain link hill. Before you start going up that, Jigsaw has a message for you: game over. Riders then go through a steep drop underneath some saw blades, a couple of blank turns, and another inversion. It's actually pretty damn cool.
Is located at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. Now this roller coaster is in fact the tallest roller coaster in the world, standing at 465 feet high. Now the ride does shoot down its passengers up at speeds of 206 kilometers per hour in only 3.5 seconds before shooting them back down again. However, this time on the opposite side. So if speed and height is something you enjoy, then maybe consider giving this ride a try, as it will definitely satisfy thrill seekers. The Sky Scream roller coaster is from Holiday Park in Germany. Now the ride has many flips and inversions, and in total it's just an all-around crazy ride, as it contains all the elements to get your adrenaline pumping. Now due to the many turns and flips, the ride does need to roll back a few times just to gain enough momentum to complete all the turns. In fact, at some point, it even moves at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour, which is just enough to cope with the 45-meter high ascent. Fahrenheit roller coaster, located in Hershey Park in Pennsylvania, does in fact have the steepest drop amongst all roller coasters, with a 97-degree angle. Now the ride does reach a maximum height of 121 feet high, and throughout the ride there are numerous inversion loops and drops that are so steep, riders can't even see the track. So no matter who you are, the ride drops will definitely give you goosebumps, even if you're one of the bravest of riders. The Superman Ride of Steel roller coaster is located at Six Flags America Amusement Park. Now the ride does reach heights of above 200 feet high, and it is even voted as one of the best rides in the United States. Now throughout the ride, speeds of more than 123 kilometers per hour are reached, with the occasional drop of over 221 feet high, along with 10 seconds of absolute weightlessness. In fact, it's common for riders to have wobbly legs after the ride is over due to the large drop.